Good afternoon, Belize. I'm Isani Cayetano, and it's time for your midday check-in with News 5. We've got the top stories to keep you informed. Here's a quick rundown of what's happening across the country. The High Court hears urgent matter regarding Tuesday's dissolution of Parliament and the Governor General's writ of election. On the campaign trail, we'll introduce you to two more candidates from Corozal District. And the second edition of the Kriol Dictionary is launched to much fanfare. These stories are coming up in just 1 minute.
In the face of tragedy, you depend on accurate and timely information. In times of triumph, you seek to be inspired. You demand transparency and accountability. Your desire is to know and to understand, to be heard and seen. I take pride in telling stories that safeguard communities. Your dedication and success live on through these reports. Getting to the truth is my duty. My unwavering commitment is to tell the stories that matter the most to you. I am News 5.
Welcome back. Justice Tawanda Hondura is currently presiding over an urgent matter at the High Court, brought forward by three claimants, including Jeremy Enriquez. Senior counsel Anand Ram Logan is representing them and is pushing for a writ of mandamus to overturn Prime Minister John Bricenio's recent advice to the Governor General to dissolve Parliament. Ram Logan is also seeking an injunction to prevent Dame Froila Salam from issuing a writ of election. Let's head over to the courthouse where our reporter Paul Lopez is covering this unfolding story.
Good morning from in front of the High Court here in Belize City. The injunction hearing is currently ongoing. What's happening right now is a bit of housekeeping. Senior counsel Anand Ram Logan currently has two applications before the High Court, and the court is trying to determine which of those applications is being heard today and which of them he is abandoning per se. So the initial application was submitted yesterday morning around 9 a.m. And that application, Senior Counsel Ram Logan sought on behalf of his clients immediate injunction to prevent the Prime Minister from advising the Governor General to dissolve Parliament, to prevent the Governor General from issuing a writ of election, and to prevent the Prime Minister from declaring an election date. As we know, all of that happened before that application could have been heard. So a second application or an amendment to that application was submitted last night at around 7 p.m. And this one, in this application, Ram Logan, on behalf of his clients, are seeking. In the second application, Senior Counsel Ram Logan is asking the court to declare or order that the Prime Minister's advice to the Governor General to dissolve Parliament be revoked. He's also asking that the court prevents the Governor General from issuing a writ of election. That has already been issued. So the need for clarity was raised by the defendants, which is the Attorney General, the government of Belize, and they currently have four attorneys representing them at this moment. And so currently that is what is being discussed inside the High Court. And my understanding is that when they finalize which application is the application being heard today, we heard from Senior Counsel Ram Logan, who is joining virtually, one would assume from his home country, Trinidad and Tobago. He's saying that, in essence, both of the applications are on the table to an extent. And so we'll listen in, we'll hear more from inside the High Court, and we'll bring you all those details as we get them, including an interview from all parties involved.
It's election season, and News 5 is bringing you exclusive one-on-one interviews from the campaign trail with PUP and UDP candidates across all 31 constituencies. We kick things off with 4 candidates from the Corozal district on Tuesday, and today we're excited to introduce you to the remaining 4 from that district. Here's a sneak peek from Thea Garcia Ramirez, the PUP candidate for Corozal Bay, hearing what residents have been saying they want to see improved in their area.
The concerns are here in Corozal, streets and roads. There's a concern about garbage and garbage collection. Corozal is a very proud town, and Corozal Bay a proud constituency. And we have had some problems with garbage collection. The town itself is facing a lot of problems with streets, and of course concerns about cost of living, which I believe is national, no? But that's national. Everybody would say that that's a big concern. So those are the 3 big ones. You do have concerns because Corozal Bay, as is most of the other constituencies, is a very young constituency. So we have a lot of people between that age range, 18 to like 35. So young people want access to good paying jobs. They want access to starter homes, financing for homes. They want access to land ownership.
Pat's political journey began in 2012, and he prides himself on staying connected with his constituents. One of the major issues he's hearing from residents is their concern about the rising rate of inflation.
The mere fact that the cost of living is punishing people. The People's United Party and their government, they're proclaiming that the economy is booming, that the unemployment is down, that everything is so fine and dandy in Belize. But Ms. Ali, you go around and speak to the families. And I'm not saying families in the middle class or the high end. I'm talking as well about the families who are socially marginalized. It is a challenge for every mom, for every dad, the worst yet if you're a single mother, to try and have ends meet. Food, for example, is so exorbitant. And you're not gonna blame the world outside and the events that are happening outside to see, look, inflation in this country is as a consequence of what's happening in the world. Fine, part of it is true, but the other part of the formula is that this country has a lot of taxes. I would always say, if you as a government, you are charging 41 cents for every dollar at the pump, imagine what that is causing to the end consumer.
The Belizean Kriol Dictionary has made a grand return with a fresh, updated edition. This morning, the National Kriol Council unveiled the 2nd edition of the Kriol Dictionary at the Leo Bradley Library here in Belize City. The first edition came out way back in 2007, and this new version is packed with new words and updated spellings to better capture the vibrant, evolving culture of Belize. The Council's goal is to help more people see Belizean Kriol as a legitimate language. Editor-in-Chief Sylvana Woods shared how this book is inspiring young people to stay connected to their roots.
Connection to you is so important. Example, Henkindola. When we want to enter Henkindola, and we name Andrea, who know youth, but she never know Henkindola. And that's when you hang on the side of the dory, they balance the dory. All right? So, but it also meant something else to other people, young people, the youths. What do you think it mean? Make we look up Henkindola, you got 3 meanings. One from Captain Sanchez, Sir Calvillion one, and also the one the young people will know it use, which are like, ooh, she like cook nice food wrong, 11 o'clock, I'm going Henkindola. I'm going to hang out there. Me no use it, so. But the young people, when do know the word, that's how they know it, but then I know that it come from hang pan the dory for balance it, right? So that are the power. I have it codified, have it in a way where everybody with one song, one symbol, which right at the beginning explains graphically, got pictures and so, we explain how you make lang A, how you make lang O. Always one song, one symbol.
So how does this book differ from the first edition?
Well, it got more than 560 new entries, and one new entry might be a new sense of the word, like the word tat, T-A-A-T. You didn't cook, not tat, right? But we got a flowers bank, and the lady they talk about, no man, tell us you don't want the tat in the dory, the lead board. No, me never know that. Right? But that anybody who don't know dory and the riverbank know about tat. So that get added in as a new sense of the word tat, one new meaning of tat. So then some words where that maybe just add as adjective, like one we don't get for adding for the upcoming third edition, one be wasa. Because we got wasi. You know who the wasi, if you're wasi, you're what? Fiery and so, right? But that are the adjective, and for one show somebody say, yeah, but how wasa? I said, no man, that wasi. Wasa that they know. You that wasa, you're too wasi. All right? So things like that, they in your.
That's a wrap for the news at noon. But don't worry, there's plenty more coming your way at 6 p.m. We'll dive deeper into these stories and more. In the meantime, visit channel5belize.com and follow us on Facebook for real-time updates. And don't miss Open Your Eyes tomorrow morning for fresh takes on today's headlines. Thanks for tuning in, Belize. Stay informed, stay inspired, and have a fantastic afternoon.